Don't go to ready.
I want to.
Manager, don't write the examination. What is keeping us? She sent a mail yesterday that which date is the last day?
On Monday.
What is keeping us? Copy here. You don't want to write it. Yeah? It's 7 and 8, it's only 2 days. So you will write it anywhere you are. See the problem you have. If you don't write it now that it is false, by that next year, you will be dragging your feet. Now that you are taking the class, this is the best time to write this exam. This is the best time to write this exam. Some of us are so afraid of exam. That's the problem we have. You won't pass me. You won't pass me. When I wrote this, I know how old I was. When they born you.
No, that's not what I mean by God.
It's teeth. See, the beauty of this, the privilege that you have now, no people, we never had it like this. Now, we gathered you together, and we are teaching you, and you are afraid to write exams. So it doesn't make sense. I trust you that you have registered. Only 3. No problem. Obidin, what's happening?
Next year. Maybe that year.
Lydia, what is happening?
Next year.
I don't want to write it. I want to write. I don't write 3 years. Next year, I'll write another.
Okay, marketing. One class. This is very important aspect. You know, if you start to set up a business and you don't have a marketing unit, that business is likely to fail. It's very important. Who believe here that we are all marketers? Or everybody's in that? Do you believe that?
Yes.
Whether you are in CSO, customer service officer, whether you're a branch manager or you don't know, we are all marketers. Who has never sold anything before in life? Let me speak. Everybody. This is a control officer. Do you believe that is a marketer?
Yes.
He's the chief marketer in his household. Just go.
Yeah.
That was just the issue. You see? They are all marketers. This one is an accountant. But is that the person? And the goal is down. Go to the person. That's well. By December. I'm aware. You are aware. I'm aware. Every December, this guy gives us like 3 million. Where is the change? And the December salary is not enough for 1 month. 1 month revenue like it's made in 1 year. So, December. Now, which is just me. Something is already aware. When she comes in the morning there to the office, her eyes are closing. She did not sleep till from 9 to 5 a.m. And she just go home, shower, dress and come. See that her eyes are already closing. True, of course. If you want to make money, you must be a marketer. Whatever you sell and you cannot market it, it will remain with you.
Yes, sir.
You are selling bottled water and you just go push up and keep it there. Say people just with stroke, come and buy. You will sell, but you won't make money. Because the turnover that you should make will not be there. Do you believe that? Yes. That's what we call promotion. Promotion is what? Advertisement. And it is what? Marketing. True or false? False. Everybody must market. whatever you sell. If you sell beans, think of it as sell beans. Beans must market. Thank God we have social media now. Because people when you start, people will view it, they will ask you questions. And the more you sell, the more money you get. Very good. So marketing is basically the interaction with your consumer. Who are your consumers? Your customers, the end users of your product. In order to persuade you to purchase your product or service. When we do interview for people in this bank, a lot of people complain, you go to marketing, say, no, I can't. Please, operation. And I ask, don't you sell things? There's a guy with this boy now, this guy. This man, he needs the latest wallet money. This man. Teller he has now came for interview and wanted to be work with agents. Why you don't work? But he was from here. 6:30. When we look at it, all of us will keep the interview panel. So this guy paid off. Because he was born into what market? Selling clothes. But he was looking at everybody wanted to do it. But we can read it about it. No, he came back and said, I don't think it's okay. They tell us this man. If you cannot sell yourself, when you go for interview and you are trying to convince us, what are you doing? You are selling yourself. That's marketing. True or false? Selling yourself. It's not. So when you're able to so basically people are creating, promoting, and delivering products and what services. But if you can only be defined as the process that identifies, anticipates, and satisfies customer requirements profitably. If you sell something, you buy a good 10 naira and you sell it for 10, is it profitable? Is it profitable?
No.
You buy what is good for 10 naira. You spend 10 naira. And then you spend money to do promotion and not sell it for 8 naira. You lose. Is it profitable? No. That's how we look at it. That everything that you do, you got to come on the world. So private sector marketing practices can significantly increase the leadership of the organization work. Acquiring customers. And when you acquire new customers, and then you now do poor service, you change everybody. Is it good? That's why market and customer service will have as the best that we will talk about customer policy, customer relationship. So, like this man that is a loan officer, he's the chief marketer for that product that he's selling. So that's what we call it again, the account officer. When you check your profile of that one, any customer you will bring, because you need an account officer and they see your name there. In them, right? You see them. You see the visual land. Because you have a code tied to you. You are the account officer. So any account that you are tied to the account officer, and you cannot optimize the return on that customer, you're not able. If you give a loan to a customer and the customer is not paying, you are not optimizing. So the return on the investment on that customer will be negative. Customer is not paying, or your money is there. After 30 days, it becomes what? After 30 days, what does it mean? With your talk, now you know it. After 30 days. After 90, after 60 days, 90 days is what? What is love? Do you know that the classification of microfinance and TMBs, that is customer banks, they are different. 180 days, about 90 days ago, just a bit. In commercial bank, 16%. But it's 90 days now. It is what it's not lost. That's why you see when you work here and you transit to a commercial bank, you see that your local competition purposes are present.
At what time they are not, they declare their.
After 1 full year of not paying.
That's what you're always saying. Now, oh, too much, you know, they call us like this for.
Why they are such a private people? They don't focus. They don't discuss. I don't. They are still there. No, I'm talking about that is system that
Unicorn.
why you do like this? So that is system that is hold on. It's good. It's good. I don't know what you do. It's good. Unicorn. You go by what? You got to go by what?
95%.
It's a civil servant bank, Ghana.
95%.
It's established this 95% of Unica customers are Unica salaries. Every department has account with Unica. If you ever run a program with Unica, you want to pay for the other things, where do you go to? You know that go to Unica MFB, go to the one on campus, just go there. You spend 3 to 4 hours to look at it. When the go school is on session, you be on the queue, you don't even me. I have a officials here. The IMD is my friend. If I go there and I don't go to meet friends and my name, they will get on the line.
You see students lining up with contracts that we know they are getting one pay outside.
They are even though you are queuing up there. Most see any institution that is any MFB that is institution based, 90% of your counterpart already guaranteed. You don't allow money. Any contractor will force you to do that there. It is not going to you, it's true to the MFB. They won't call you. How many customers there outside? And their software, that's a damage they use. Mind you, they use their software. It's true. That's CPA. It's useless. This one that your bank one will drop your. I'm digressing, but I want to teach you. That bank one will drop your loan repayment. Once it is, they just drop back. You know over there, it will be the 6 months more. At the end, it becomes very difficult to reconcile that every money can be taken. If the money is not in your account, it's not drop. If your loan repayment per month is 60,000, and on that day, you start 460 account, 85,000, 55 will be high.
You should not reflect your
Not reflect.
So it becomes kind of software. What kind of software
They call it adaptive. S-A-D-A-M-Y.
That's what they use.
That's what we're using. That's why it will go transited. The same process that the same standard mean what customer financial banks is. That's what they are having. They are having it now. 2 weeks ago, I was in Rio in a training. You were there with me. The head of IT was completely lamenting.
Which one?
Customer because they are using standard like in the camera. So they want to try to see how they can change. Different. You have a call it busy, or even back in the box. There's enterprise. So the more, the higher you go, the higher you go. The higher you go, the higher you pay.
You talked about a new.
That's what my question was. That's been there for about 3 to 4 years. For 4 years now, 5 years. Yeah, they're married now. I'm not married. Close to that number along the marriage. Is there? That place used to be the place for the booking campaign organization. When the movie was done, that building was for this campaign organization. You just go to Maria when you leave. If you leave here, as if you are going to a meeting, after first back, you are going to a meeting, and you right, you see a blue listing. The process, you consumer streets like.
That's the only right there.
That's you. No, you live right. It's a unit of welcome to that. What you have done. The very thing is black. Take it back to the first line. So, yes. So you are lucky there. This bank, call it coach. Like we said 3 weeks ago. One of the best in South South. That's why we won that award in 2023. Won that award in South South. You sit down. Some of you, if you work here, you're not getting that. You know that what you're getting because of what you are getting now. That's improves justice. And then you grow it. So just do your best and ensure that the bank grows. And if the bank grows, you will. Okay? So the most important function of marketing is in creating a customer-centric culture that strengthens the ties between the organization and the customer in numerous ways. Customer-centric. We gave an award last year, saying it was customer-centric tap. Two of us, around April, May last year, during our town hall. When you see your attitude towards our customers, the way you ensure that customers are happy. See, when customers are happy, it's all called word of mouth marketing. When the customers are happy with you, they'll be ready. You come back. Then he will go ahead and market you. Because why? He is happy. A customer that is happy with you will probably tell 1 or 2 persons. You want to say this? Okay, good. Or if he's satisfied with your service, he will tell 20 people. You know what? Bad news travel very far. Bad news travel very, very far. If solution that serves them very well, I want to do it. You will see. Wow. You get like it. You get water. But if you're going for a load and during marketing, you told him 3 to 4 hours to get it. And it takes you 7 days, 2 weeks, 1 month. They will help you to get it. Don't do it. You don't have money. You don't have money. They are mannerless. All of them are stupid. You know, really sweet. 2 servants salaries for me. So instead of getting 1, they're getting 12.
Oh, so yeah.
Some get 7, some get 8. Out of that, you see reversal again. Somebody saw that I didn't came once. You are paid 3 days ago. The next reversals. If you do this week, as Collins, I've been having headache.
Some reverse, and reverse the main salary.
I became tired. When I said, okay, let me just download it, let me sort it, let me take all these things out. Before you finish, you do one thing. You see reversal. And what they don't know, they say the bank is having a problem. It's not the bank. The bank is not the one.
And that's what they are saying. They say
It's not the bank. It's interswitch. It is interswitch. When this woman called me yesterday, transferred from the yeah, we are not going out. I said, no, we have processed it successfully. And you have seen the transfer is successfully processed. When the recipient bank is not okay, he can't take it in. It will handle it. To show you pending. If they resolve their challenge within the same time frame, the money will wait. That's why they will return it back. Not the bank. It's a switch problem. And that's what I'm saying it because you should be able to know how to defend where you are. That's why I'm beginning. It's not really related to market. What is part of market? If you do it, you withdraw and it's a current account, there are targets that you can track. True or false? Account maintenance for fee, what you call CO2. Imagine somebody whose salary is 200,000 and they receive 1.4 million, and then you now reverse 6, that's 1.2 million reversal. How much interest? How much CO2 is that? I'm asking you, bankers, 6,000, OPM, clap for him, for her. 6,000 naira. Now, that's 6,000 naira. Who will pay it? And customer say easy bank. I say, how can the bank? And the bank pay you 6-7 times? It's not the bank. Go and meet your employer. They were harassing my CSO yesterday, and I stepped in. What are you saying? Do you work for the bank? Does the bank pay you salary? Who pays you salary? He said, my employer. And he just finally stood up and walked back there. So you must understand. So you must market. What I'm saying. Who is online? You want to do online? Can you hear me? You cannot. Because this is very important for me. Today, can you hear me? Because he's always online.
I can hear you, sir.
You can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, I'm hearing you, sir.
I love this guy. He's a very serious banker. Always there. So, you are the chief marketer in your unit. Wherever you are, don't say, I mean, just a CSO. No. Must market. You must defend where you work. You must be knowledgeable first. Before you do what. Don't just go and say something and say rubbish. You must be knowledgeable. See, knowledge is power. When you have yourself with enough knowledge, then you can walk tall, and then you can expect. And when you speak like that word, authority. Go. And I put some difference. When they come to you, who are you to classify them? It's very important. Now, we say there are different ways that you can achieve that customer-centric nature. And one of some is what? Find the customer. How do you find it? We call it identification of company. How do you do it? As a branch manager, your primary function is to identify a business leader. So a lot of us have to go and flex. Right? You know that. You call it market development. So you just carry yourself, you just do that. in your area, your cluster, where are we supposed to cover your market coverage area? You look at it, which area do not cover, and then you look at the business around that place. You go there and do your storm yourselves with your team. You get the customer from there. And then once you have done that, they see how you are talking to customers. They look at they are seeing you, the passion with which you are doing it. They will go and close. When you see a customer and you begin to say, come and help me now, they didn't target. In the bed. If you want to sell this, you are telling customer, I beg now, go and give me target. Don't buy this thing now. You know, when you're showing him the value, you have to show him the value of this. What is the benefit? You will be one. So marketing helps them to grow their companies and they expand to new markets and work with new customer segments. And what that's what I'm talking about, new markets. You go in, tell me here for instance now, if you are focusing your attention only on badware, don't do your attention. What are these streets? You know that business from here to that road, right up from there. If you are attention to just that, badware. You have to go, you go and pass me there, you go and turn, fully badware. You will not market, so you will never know. Meanwhile, I will be few. There are business. Over there, we will have pillars there. We have top view. That's what we do with them. They are competitors. While you are looking at badware alone, they will be there, copying everywhere. You can see there, right? They take the shine off you. So you must be strategic. You cannot. You have to be business here. That woman, when they go chop, that place, that restaurant woman, when they go chop here, when you go like this, that place, you don't get account here. You don't know the place. That restaurant, you OPM here. Don't you know the place? You know they go there. She get account here.
Why you know the place?
I know the place, man. Me, I will tell you. Me, what I teach, I will teach you the first time exam. Here, when I came to this bar, do this. I used to read all branches. You were there. On marketing store. Every week, we look for one branch, go and market. Through a possibility. I have led marketing teams when I was working in the corporate branch with these places. There's no way I never cope with teams. My loan officers, the branch managers of all our branches, I would lead them. We will go here. So sometimes we don't do like they're hungry, go chop there. Then we invite them to come. I cannot inform, they feel, and they will not deliver to the branch manager team. Follow up with this. It's not me. They're coming from head office. They'll come and follow up with their businesses here. They should do the work. Intimate them. There are customers I see go to today to go and follow up. I know that they are no longer doing business with us. They say, when I send my transfer, it's in delay. Maybe because there was a problem. And I thought that they were no longer bringing that person. I take it home myself. I will go to the branch and say, okay, you see, I think, when you have a problem, call me directly. Don't even mind the branch. So a lot of them call me directly from them. A lot of them. They call me directly and I attend to their needs. So what I started bringing, one, last week, just about 15 million out of the account. But one of the Bible, he carefully built it. I follow them all. I won't say I've heard of operation that will not that they do operation work. If there is no market, there's no business, which operation I won't do that? Nothing. I follow them all. One is calling me from Google brand. who gave the bank my number? I don't give it to him. He applied for a loan of 2 million. I practically was following up until the loan was put yesterday. Even while I was here, especially before I came, he called me. I've not seen that money. I think his best brother was having that problem. But I've sent it to you. I will do that. Because I want this bank to grow. I want the branch to make money. That's how it is. If I just sit down and say, I want to do business, nothing he said. She was a teller. She would go and meet, call it the teller, go and meet, so true or false. That's how it is. She didn't be there to collaborate. If only one hand, one was said, you go clean well. So you need two hands. True or false? This is what the customer think you must see. If you want to be a good market cap, you must have this identify their problems and see how you can. So, what are the customers' needs? How do you know when you're listening to them? So, take note of all these things. Because there are places over here, see this, you will see them. So, how do you respond to the customer? Respond to the customer. That's one of the ways. Okay, the marketing is the voice of the customer. If at the first line of the service, you are in the face of the back, you go to it, you hear them, you hear their feedback, and you bring it. When you came, I said, why the civil servant who was the loan of 2 million, 3 million? No, we don't listen. Today now, it's at work of 2 million, right? From 1 million to 2 million. Because you went, you got it back, you bought a house, and then we deliberate on it. That's how it is. When the customer tells you it's not a problem, see, a customer that sees you and complains or if already having with you, if you want that loves you. Anyone that don't love you, simply just throw his money to the last people and walk. Because it costs more to acquire new clients than to sustain and maintain the one you have. So keep it the customer. To keep the customer, you must serve them and take to them, solve all their problems, and they will become loyal. That's life. But then you can say you don't most people last night. Like no sleep last night. School. Microfinance. What do you mean by school? School, microfinance. I think you are confusing us. This is your name. You say you say so scope about financial request to the range of financial services that you offer. See, your book here is about 160 pages. All these ones are summary of that book that we're reading. Because you are looking at it. These are typical things that you need to know so that you'll be able to write this exam. Some of the way you look at the volume, like Colin say, when you carry the body down, sleep will just go. So it's very important that you understand what this is. So scope refers to the range, like the array, of other products that you are offering to your customer. And typically, you have savings account, you have loans, you have the so that product account that you have, related product, they are basically the same. But we just use the nomenclature to make sure you have previous products. We call it the savings plot, normal savings, Christmas account. What do you want to do? You want to have deposit. Because deposit to a bank is like a law to the money. Deposit to a bank it's like the blood that you have in your body. Without deposit there, nothing. If you want to rely strictly on equity, you can't do it. So deposit is very, very important. And that's why you see the book on loan to deposit ratio. Deposit like the blood that exists. A bank that is willing to attract deposit is going to go out of the true or false. Accountant, am I correct? I'm telling you the truth. So when we tell you, you have to deposit, bring deposit. All of you that are loan officers and branch managers, you have two targets. Loan target and deposit target. But you focus your attention primarily on creating loan. What do you use to create loan? On what basis if it's not resting on your deposit? I see marketers run like a straight card. I never did not do, but they don't run like a straight card. So please, let's try as much as possible to balance it. We must balance the two. If we apply what we normally apply, when I was in commercial back there, if your branch, this is branch A, and this is branch B, and branch B has 100 million naira, branch A has 1 million, and you have a loan of 50 million. How you can fund it? Naturally, you cannot fund it. You have to take for 1 million, but you have a loan of 50 million that you want to default. How do you fund it? You cannot. You know how would describe bank that day? That bank is a financial service. That what? Intermediate in the area of what? Surplus, an area of what? Deficit. This person has money, doesn't need it now. It's surplus to requirement for him. He brings it to a bank for a period of time. And this person does not have the money, but he has something to do. He comes to bank, to this bank that says, this money that is there, like, give it to me. Let me use it to accomplish my task. And when you take this money from this person, I'll give you 10%. You don't take this money and give this person, as I will give you at what? 16%. So you have a spread of 6%, which will take care of your cost. And then you'll be able to use something. This is my profit. So you can't take deposit at 10% and lend it at 8%. You will run at a loss. You will close shop. True or false? Mm-hmm. Now you have 1 million deposit. You want to give loan of 10 million or 100 million. Is it possible? But he has deposit. If they use his deposit to give loan to your client, they will apply money. I want to give you a term I would normally call it. They will apply it. You will take part of that money that you are making. If we apply it in this bank, let us practice it will not pay off. So this way you come and pay to us and make profit and make billion. Because we don't have the equity for business. Go for transfer pricing in banking. We will apply it at a certain interest. Every that money you have made at this beginning. Even though you have not lent, but he's making money from that debt. And you'll be profitable. That's why some banks during consolidation era, banks were not lending. Overnight lending alone. Overnight lending to a sister bank alone attracting enough interest. If I give a bank B, whose position with central bank is going to take it, I'm going to have a problem to say, give me 50 billion overnight, and I say I will tell you 19%. I think you're not 50 billion, you know how much money you have. Too much money. You make money. And that's what we do in commercial bank. So there's a unit, the treasury unit, that will handle that. And then they will take your money, lend it to bank B. Just for 24 hours. When the money comes back to the of the president, plus your interest. So, lend. Lend. But you will not see, I have been in a branch before, not microfinance, that the minimum profit in a month is 200 million. Yes. And yet you're not lending. No lending. A branch that has deposit over 15 billion. You make money.
Without letting others make the money.
It's treasury money.
It's like, is it the same way that some civil servants, some head of community, some government passes out when salary comes to one, and pay their payments to some.
No, those ones, what they say about it, the salaries that come is consolidated. All those units are not holding the money. The money is set by the government in the office of the Minister of Government Affairs. All the salaries they are paying, whether you are a teacher, you are a health worker, you are a local government worker, it's the local government that is taking care of. Not even the council themselves, but the Ministry of Government Affairs. Still have in those monies are programmed from there. The what DFS does, you have to see that, okay, from superb. If you see their schedule, what they said, okay, superb, how many people? 38 people. Total money is 12 million. We just commit it. But the upload and everything, the fraud takes place for the ministry. Somebody is dead 10 years ago, that took salary. Dead man they work. And here they will see do what they call screening. And then they will not do that, they will let it. So the scope of microfinance was making financials available to poor and low income people. You know that the financial needs of a poor man and a rich man are basically the same. Access to financial things. Just access. And that is what microfinance is all about. Who taught evolution? They taught you what microfinance is all about. He did teach you the double impact of microfinance. What is it about? And what? Active poor. That is microfinance. Economically active poor. Not just active poor. That economically not there. The double impact, double mission. Mission one. What is the second one? Homework. Alive.
Financial
You are not a team, but you can work.
inclusion.
No. No, not that one. Financial inclusion, yes, but when you said, I don't want to go there, I cannot teach you. No, no. You have it. Go and read it. I said they put all of you. Yeah. I said that all of you ready. It's too big.
So it's not seen to the house.
You are
our mother. We are telling you about what
you
so which book is that one?
I explained
What
to you.
is that now?
What do you mean?
Which means
Go and read that book. That's the solution. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? You know, don't want to digress. Let me be focused. But you must understand because the whole impact or the total bottom line, you must understand. Because it's very key. You will see there's no way don't worry yourself. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. It's not every time. I don't want to see the other people. I want you to learn something. Be positive and learn. Yeah. So Microfinance has been a topic to like let's 4 people and do not run. Before, if you came, everybody came from a village, right?
Yes, sir.
You have bank in your area. That's what Microfinance has come to do. The commercial bank, what they are looking at is even by those financial they are doing this now, you don't have if I come here, what business can I do from here? Can I cover my cost? Where can I break people in 6 months or in 1 year? You understand? No, or break people can I break even in 6 months, in 1 year? You look at it before you do a set up with the branch. They don't just go to the place and just carry on like that. 6 months. You try in 10 years, you never make 1 naira. So you must get our so our relationship includes microcredit, deposit, micro insurance, microcredit, for money, 20,000, 30,000. In this bank, we to give 20,000 naira, 50,000 naira. You still give that one now? Because what can you even do 50,000 today? Which business can you start with 50,000 and be profitable? If you get the POS, you pass now. Where the guy to come from?
my little
You get part of it. How much you mean on it? 5,000 naira. Can you do it? What do they talk? What's the business? Will they be sustainable? What's the 5,000 naira. If I carry 5,000 naira, you give me 100 naira. I mean, how many of such people are you being the deal? Let me choose to ourselves.
That was like most of online banks. They will be like first time borrower. Because they don't see money. Because they borrow, they increase your capacity of your transactions. First time you put it, they will be a limit is 5,000. And that's the much they can give.
Is that their capital base? 5,000 naira.
No.
That's what she's saying. I can have to pay 5,000 naira and be sustainable. You be that one.
They are following you. They expect you
To pay back. If you don't pay back, it's not a loss on their part.
They don't discuss. They control. They want to control.
That is why their interest rate is so high. It can go as high as 50%. Now, if I start the money, the lending period of 1 million, and 1 million, and I give the one person 20%, I get 200,000 naira. Drop off. Now, if I repeat it, the one person gives me back, I get 1.2. That person get it. But if you spread it, you get 5,000 naira. So if they lose 5,000 naira, you know that for the 5,000 naira, for the 1 million, 9,000 naira, if they pay, you will see cover the cost. That's why they are interest rate is very. And when we tell you, I remember when we discussed the management, I want to increase interest rate from 3% to 4%. A lot of you were disagreed. The customer will not pay. I did not pay it. When I came to this bank, interest rate was 3%. And it was 3% of the last year. I remember when we were discussing last week, either manager customers will not pay, they are complaining. They will not pay, they will not pay. They are paying. If you go to Lagos, interest rate can be as high as 8%. You know why? That's the big barrier. Somebody can take 1 million or 10 million and turn it over within 1 month. They could have made up to 50%. You must give it 50% out of it. It's no deal for them. It's nothing to them. If we tell them 1 million and you go to Guyana, you do the side, or you do Mota, they are close, they are together. And if you can't even distinguish between the Mota and Guyana these days, you go to Lagos, who amongst you will go to Lagos? It is from Lagos, but you don't know the place.
I know that. I know where you're facing. I know where you're facing.
If you know you do Mota, I know, okay, those two sides. You see businesses that you are doing, you can buy goods, not buy from this customer, not only from the shop, you are coming out, you are selling it and making your money. You go back and get it. As you are passing, somebody is hitting you, you are hitting somebody because they have so much. They can't so much. Police should know if you are on the people. It's a big man. Go there. What I'm saying, I'm telling you, so we'll give you scenarios. So that when you go to Lagos, if you don't get lost. If you don't get lost.
If you are not careful, your phone might snap you.
No, they will not even smash your phone. But as you are, anybody that is you can carry a day, what is what do you call it? You must follow the right.
You will not be intentional. If you are intentionally disappear, you will miss it.
You miss it. Because it's working. If you are into the Calabar life, no, it's very slow and steady. And you go to Lagos, you want to do that kind of lifestyle. Oh,
You will spend 3 hours without crossing it.
You come to that place and see people are getting money. Do that. Everybody they do yours. That's why number one thing in learning for character. The character of that person must be established. And that's one thing almost all of you get wrong when you are doing loan appraisal. You don't ask questions. And I have taught it several times. We have said it. If you are not going to go to appraise somebody's shop, don't just go to the shop if you ask the neighbor. Ask this person. If we come and fight for loan repayment there, they will tell you. And you don't go there when the customer is there. You go there. You will not wear your tie in that time. You can wear t-shirt like this. This sportswear. You just go there. But you don't mix this thing. Yes, good. evaluation. Then you do so can you stop? You don't mean how many cut off? No, not just. Don't do other things. And from there you understand. Okay? So people living in poverty often meet their financial needs through informal and credit market. A lot of people take loans from their colleagues, and they are so expensive. All these loan sharks, all these loan sharks. You call. I hope don't let us up. And so I'm coming back with one more on there. And every month you are able to pay that 130, you are not paying that about 117 government. I told you 3 weeks ago here that there are some people, they give you loan, that kind of money, they give you water to drink. So you're not packing anything. You don't have collateral. They give you something to drink. That if you pay, you cannot run. And you do that. You cannot run. Even politicians go to borrow from such people. If you want 30 million naira in raw cash, they'll give it to you. And you cannot go there and break no police. Because you go there, you sweep ground. You must pay back. And some of them, if you know that you have a land, you say, give me that land. You don't pay the police. If you're not able to pay, you just okay. That 150 means that 150 means that 40,000 naira in the land now. They own it. Of it. And it happens a lot, not just in Crossing River, almost everywhere. Almost everywhere. So you must learn how to do it. So these informal people are in the talkies. They are competing with their competition. So by tension of you, don't give the person 3%, 4%, you go and take it. Why? Because some of them are afraid, you don't want to. Even teachers in school, they let themselves.
Yes.
NUT, and then of people, and they take dues from their account number, from the medical advocacy, all those things that you sign, they are known. They are taking the shine off you. On your own employer, they are doing business, they are just selling that. But they are selling to themselves. It will become people. That's right. And I see them a lot. I try to discourage them. They will tell you it's cheaper. People are saying it's not cheaper.
No.
A lot of people said it's truly at a very high cost. So if I don't come to your in 1 million, it's a half percent. For your mind, 300,000. You know what to do. I'll make the account down. I'll give you what you are not paying. You now see that your exposure level becomes so high. You cannot sleep again. And some of them, when they cannot sleep, they have high blood pressure. My blood pressure, they have stroke. And the land that you give to them becomes you now. So become very careful. Next slide. See how five slides. It is plenty. And as somebody why I put here. To go into the park now. That's the park. Just like what I hear. Ethics in marketing. This is very important because you need to know and just have to come across everything. So this is very good set of moral principles and values, such as honesty, fairness, transparency, and respect for privacy that guide a public activity. ensuring they are both legal and moral. Everything that you can do, all those people that you have put in place. And that's why in the back, we call them your core values. Core values. And what are our core values in the back? You are distracting Michelle. It's not what I don't want to write. Don't distract her. That's what this can do. Michelle, you love to be distracted.
Thank you related to the exam.
Are you ready for the exam? You don't register now.
I go register. I'm ready. I tried it yesterday. My next one.
Nearly cannot be the.
You have to register.
We have core values in this term. What are the core values?
Ethics.
Professionalism. Honest.
What do they need? So, look at the things. So that's what every is. And these are growing. Prioritizing consumer trust, brand reputation, and social responsibility over safety. Not just say you want to make profit. It's not at all cost that you make profit. Don't just make profit and be everything push account anyhow. If you say your interest is 4%, don't go and put the charges that will make 6% because customer doesn't do anything and they charge you anyhow. That is not trustworthy. That's not ethics. You understand? So because some bank feel you must need to record cost. So they just sit down and debit your account and you know the single that. When they want to do such a thing, you will put up all that and they just charge you. And before you know what is happening, by the time your medical issue you can be used where you go to the bank. Okay, problem. Please, everything we do it with players. If we say, oh, it's 4%, it's 4%. So we're not going to look at how anyhow. It's big to big money. Because it's not probably go out. No. There's no the next slide. There were days when I was in Access Bank. When we left, we had everything in our account. I lent a particular 5,000 naira. We left it until the 1 naira. No transaction, everyone will get a bit to wow, you will even see the alert. Okay, go in and chop out finish. Now go leave the account. Access Bank. It is young because you want to get money. You know, once I have competition with one another, people are saying 100 billion to multiply. But they have stopped that nonsense now. They stopped that nonsense. This is from the bar. We were doing it. We were going to yes. So, key principles of ethical marketing. Number one, honesty. You look there. So, judge the needs. I will not explain it to you. That's how it means. But I'll send this slide to you that this is going to, if it will help you. Transparency, fairness, respect of privacy. Now, this is what I'm not saying. You know, I have FCCPC now. People they call that name. For the protection of this company. Your data protection is very important. And I advise some of you, if you see the head of HR sent a mail declaring that, not just because you have access to platform, because somebody details and broadcasting. But when you take it, we also call oath of allegiance. You come back for a oath of things. All of us sign. Don't look at somebody that can do it. I'm going to that. You're not going to be with us. You're not going to. Please. Respect data of the client. You have access to it by virtue of that you are working here. It's not meant for you to go and divulge and disclose to their access. See, The bank was not just doing it. The area where you are working, where the bank has made so much money, they go about CSR, corporate social responsibility. You check, this is a lot of money. They have been so good to others. They have been so good to others. What is there? There's no water. You go and do borehole there. And the community will be drinking clean water. They'll be clapping hands for you, they'll be praying for you. That you do well. You see, there is no health center. People have been there, carry nursing and doctor, buy medicine, and then you have them to them. That's social responsibility. So when you go to the prisons, you see that they are suffering there. You go and give them items. You understand?
But for that one, the doctors are very fine.
Whether they pack it or not,
That's not your concern.
it's not your concern. You have done your best.
Nigerians.
You have done your best. What we did in the 50th anniversary? What the bank did 20th anniversary? And the anniversary, I was part of the team that went to Tabasa, the homeless people, the motherless people. We went there, deep tight in our t-shirts. A lot of people were not there that time. We were there. You were there. We went there, we delivered. And then the people came and we paid for us. So we did the anniversary. It was there. Ateba, close, not far from here. Ateba is not too far away. That they went to. And now it's owned by the Catholic people. We went there. And these reverend sisters came with children and prayed for that. And what to do. You understand? So the bank is supposed to occasionally just look at some areas that are like certain basic things. You can't just look at it. And we will do it and say, donated by or supported by, the bank. It goes a long way to market you. Next slide. So small you want, why take this money but you want, why it matter to not be strong and do that? When you do all those things, have a safe in this plan. So that people really get 10,000 naira. As you are coming tomorrow, and become 9,000. You come next week, and become 8,000. If only just a business. Without getting from it. So once you do that money, 10,000 with a link like that, you use trust. Know that. And then they have your brand reputation. You are happy. You have positive image out there. And then you avoid back. People will not be talking bad about you. People will not be suing the bank anyhow for tampering with their account. And then you conclude prosecution show the impact, like we said earlier. And you do environment, sometimes not all the place. There's no, even there's no never light. For you that solar is there. You can just do a small borehole powered by solar. And then they start fetching water. People used to go to the stream, we go and fetch dirty water. They don't really see it like it. The stream water is very, very dirty. But it means borehole, even though it's not what they go to do like they know they can't borehole they need to do. That they will be using manual to be pumping. Even if you are using strength to pump it, but you have clean water to drink. But if you have powered by solar, just press the button, it will just pump. And then you could just turn it. You have access to water. They'll be happy for you. And with you. And then you drive up there. Okay, next slide. Marketing audit. This is another thing. Marketing audit refers to the comprehensive systematic analysis, evaluation, and the interpretation of the business environment, both internal and external. There's what we call SWOT analysis. SWOT, SW codes. Talk about that. SWOT analysis. Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. You must because the fact of the sea exists in isolation. You exist in an environment. So you look at it. So somebody is generally controlled by a third party or a third person, not a member of the organization. And any MFI or MFB that want to promote everything of you to take care of the following. The policy should be comprehensive, to be systematic, and to be what? Independent. Next slide. Distribution channel and methodologies to efficient network plan. The following are the attributes of an efficient network. Service availability and advice. If your service always available, you haven't buy that, it's always available. Good news for you. Anyway, for you that even as far as we talk about priority, we share the company cost. So when you look at the costs and then the benefit inside to pay the company, everything that will not make any business sense will not be the choice or benefit analysis. So you look at the benefit that you are going to get from the cost you want to expect. If the cost will have way benefit, you do what? You stop the process. Understand? So as far as we would like to have shared, no one was in fact mental about those days. When you are employed, you will get 10 teachers, every 3 people per month, you see new one to come. You don't need to ask, they don't bring it. Because maybe they have seen and they don't think of ways. This is a microfinance. The nature of businesses are different. Understand? So we are still trying to see how we can do control,
What we can do.
how we can have a lot of return on investment for investors, why the staff are happy, the shareholders will be happy too. So it's fine. Because what that amount of money we spend too much money on procurement from t-shirt, policy for that. It might impact the bottom line and the way the profit that you declare at the end of the year. If you do not meet certain threshold, you might not be entitled to profit sharing. So which one will you prepare? Profit sharing or t-shirt? No, you prepare. Always t-shirt or profit sharing.
What is it? You die by one for them. What is it? They want us to die for that. They're coming to work. You buy a
It was funny. We don't want that. We want uniformity in our branding. Because this man can buy green and it'll be lemon green. And now we'll go and buy and be forest green. And now we'll go and buy different. And then the person that will design it, will design it the same way. So you will not see non-uniformity. That will not bring about. We will not like that. How will the numbers? Obvious. So branchless banking. The work of branchless banking is something that is common law. And this is what we call not in conformity with conventional. Branchless banking is not under distinct and mortar banking. Brick and mortar bank is like this. It's brick and mortar. Where you use cement, a block, Then we have proper place, and then you do it right. Think about breakfast and bring up more fast. For breakfast practice is what you do outside the walls of the building. So if the drive and the delivery of rentals outside of urban premises, often agents are relying on mutual POS. How many of you who has never used a POS here before? Is anybody? No get here card.
No.
Anywhere. Anywhere.
But never here.
You never get before.
Even when you don't have it, transfer to them.
You don't get to buy that.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You don't buy something and pay. That shop in front of your house. When you come out from that shop, when you come out, that woman will be there. You buy something. And there are 3 of them go by that corner, by your road. That's what you pay for. Sometimes you go to the and you pay everything. That's granted. Next slide. When I came to this town, it told me there are 2 places. Don't go here.
And it's a best place to stay. Just like it's just like going to Lagos and you don't stay in those hotel you don't enjoy Lagos.
I beg you.
Why they go to why they go Why?
And let me shock you. Most of the houses in municipal don't have toilet. From a Talbot up. Oh, what are you telling me? From a Talbot up, they don't have toilet. Marian, most of those houses, they don't have toilet. I'm telling you, I'm not asking you. Huh? Most of them shit in the gutter now. What are you telling me? Municipal, they shout. I'm telling you, I am telling you, I'm not asking you. Calabar South is preferable. Calabar South. Calabar South now. Calabar South is not preferable. A tagbo, which are not toilet. All those Abangasang. All those Abangasang.
It's okay, it's okay. One class. You know, everybody wants to switch that. Those can never sound like speed fast. But you take the vote here now.
Now, Calabar South is more safer than every other place.
Marketing. She has the 2 sides. She has seen the 2 products.
Come to the municipality. Where do you stay in municipality? If we talk of a chapel, that's a student school there, and you know they have. So if you cite the instance of the shit everywhere, it's students. And the population rate is small. But when you cross a chapel and you need to go towards the other side of
most of those streets in the No, that is municipalities.
One class.
When I was 13, I got this notion that you said that in Calabar there are two places, South Municipal. Don't go to South. I was told by parents. So when I came, they said they wanted to post me because when they said my CGF was what they said they wanted to post me to Unica. I said, where is Unica? They say Calabar South. I said, I don't know.
That person,
They don't know.
they don't know.
So that's the general.
Calm down.
So in the structure, Unica is south.
Not sorry.
And don't for you, you can sit down.
I'm telling you now. For me to do that.
It's south.
Yes, from that Calabar preparatory, it's municipal.
Who is hearing you?
Unica is south.
It's not south.
Let me tell you. Very stressful. Very stressful. South
I bet you want to
It's not that. It's not that. That was the
After the class.
I'm telling you now. You should not tell them whether it's South last thing. Don't tell you. I'm telling you now.
one class. I like this type of thing because it is marketing.
Leave where suits you.
Don't worry, everybody can look at it.
Yes.
Okay, let's move back. This is something defined as the people of say are formerly going to be put to each other. So if you call it, whether you are using your system or you are using it for the so at first don't visit real and mortal institution. You use your device, so that like that one like using or you use your phone. Or you go to POS and go but please, that's all. Because when you see it, you need to understand it. For example, over banking. This one is what? Over the code. Next slide. Whether you are distracted or distracted. What we're talking about. We have lights now.
There is light, constant light.
Constant light.
I tried to do it. I tried. Yeah, it's true. You have like. I tried this go this in the office. See now, I never have problem.
That's where I think it's part.
You understand?
Yeah.
I charge my phone seriously.
I've been using it. Still have to do it. This 75%.
That because we not doing one or two.
No, it's
We've not done one or two.
Okay, we start. Okay, we start today. This is like long and get party. We give you good and insurance opportunity and whatever you need of my current client, as well as those of potential my next. So like I told you there, you must market start what you are doing. Next slide. So when conducting market research, there are the processes you must follow, and then you must consider. One, You design a market research plan. Design a market research plan. A good market research plan to identify location for the research. Maybe define the market research goal, establish market research objective, and articulate key market research question. When you are doing when you were in school and you were doing your projects, there are people who research questions. True or false? What hypothesis? True or false? So these are part of market research. So now your projects like you research market research that you actually do your thesis, do your market research question. And from there, that's the question that you can form your hypothesis. And that is what will lead to what you are looking for, outcome, how to carry out the research. Very important. You try to remember it project. Or you just try to you might forget that you carry out even at PhD level, you should follow the same process. The only difference is that now more expanded. If you do master program, you see that your uniform cardinal stockheads. This one now will become 5. For PhD, it become what? 6. So that the scope will widen. If you have to use the sample size of 30, for instance, for your BSc. For your master's, it should be less than 100. For PhD, it should not be less than 100. Even then, 200, for example, the sample size is still very small. Very small. For instance, now, if you are going to do a market analysis, it's not trend. It's not a trend. And it's from 1990 to 2025. Nobody will have done it. Why? Because it is now, you tell me to go back from 1960 from and you want that, and I get data. And by the time you know your iteration and the belief, you see that what you get, you're able to punch a trend. If you're going to 10 years and 2 years, it's small. Now, the 3 years. Okay? So, design market research plan, production market research, select market research tools. What kind of tools do you want to use? What tools? How do you gather your facts? What tools do you use? Feedback charts. You want to use questionnaires. You want to use secondary data. Do that on the place of the work of primary data. Primary data is only better. And that's question. And when you go there, you now come out tabulating. Yeah, now it's what you're doing. But not looking at this here. We'll do analysis. We'll do but most researchers use the content that are very established. The right is not talking about that. Last year, you go to the market, what that you need to be. But we know it is already done. People already have to do that. We just be aside, they're looking at the using and the other analysis. Now, right on. Okay. Next slide. Prepare market research tools. You should just go and read them because see how we don't wait for. And if you are close to last, and those who have stopped by now. True or false? I'll send it. I'm going to all provide you the wall, implement and document the wall, like it, you love to just talk, said, next slide, no. Like that. But first, all these key points, know them and have them here. Because on the example, it's good that you will use. They are objective, just to there. But like I said, technical. You must be smart. You must be there. In your mind, you might be thinking, I don't do that. Market segmentation. This is based on a wide set of individuals with similar work characteristics. That is the growth are each of them have similar characteristics. We can identify there. We will modify there. You can target clients better for you. But you remember that the product you are developing and you want to sell and you want to market must work automatic cost. So the goal of the day that we are product to work. You have to more than buy. So if there are needs, that is good. Next slide. Next slide. There you are tracking this map. Competitive analysis. You must do an analysis of your competition. What we call competitors. What strength do they have? What is their strengths? Their weaknesses, their opportunities, and their threats to you. So, the strength you have, you now use it at the end. You understand? That's why you must study them very hard. In gross figure, who are competitors?
Logos. Logos. This one is not competing because it's not
You know expected right? You know expected
yes. Even a global is bigger. A global I know now.
I didn't know.
You know,
all Israel is one branch that
say yes, if I go to this market, but like you need
Lapo.
Oh yes, I think what it's a MFB. Yes.
But you can't be like to I don't like to count for that. I do so do I have to take them out.
On the information very, very tough. What it was? Can be 1 billion naira. A customer that you will be looking at it. Can I give so? Only most confidently give 1 billion and they will close their eyes. And they won't tell the person, give me heaven and earth.
And they will not check BBN, they will not check. Even when the names are different.
But no, you was happy, was I said earlier that you do business with what you have. And I said earlier that when you have that every marketer, every branch, every loan officer, every branch manager, you have targets in 2 different forms. Deposit are your loans, or you focus attention on loans. You're not talking about deposit. Lapo, money point. The kind of money point you have, we do not have. So all they can do It's not what we can do. Your risk appetite is dependent on your substance. Your risk appetite is dependent on what you are. If you have 100 million, and you afford, you don't get one person. Now, if money point has 1 trillion, can they afford to give somebody 100 billion? Yes. Yes. They can. When they see that there's a value in that business, they'll be. There are people that they really want to do. You'll be wondering, what are they doing? What they will do? I close their eyes. Sleep well. So if you want us to compete favorably with them, if somebody exists without blood, can he survive? Eh? Don't die now. What are you doing if you not going to survive? When blood is going down, what do you do? You blood infusion, blood transfusion. So you need blood, what do you do? The body transfusion.
This cannot work. It's not money for
See, I have told you before, and I will repeat it again. You have left to somebody. You gave it paper. It's not paying. When you want to take action, you go to court. So that you get you paper. How much more? You don't do anything. What do you have to hold in? Yes, there is. How did let you go? Let you go that way. They don't lost money. If you talk about our staff that went there, were committing fraud. But there was no control there.
Even this money point, I do have make a customer like that. Oh, where I want to, I have a customer. Before you know it, they are telling me half now. I thought this is because some of the people don't have the belief that money point does not have. Except
How they have technology.
Except the answer you are not. We didn't know they are where they are. So most of money point customers don't even know
Technology. You cannot do technology. See, technology is not cheap. Technology is not cheap. So if you carry your money and you hide somewhere, they will take it. And you think that the money is not in their house, it's not there. You go and say you get back, you go and take it.
But they don't just take the money.
We get one guy like that, and he's owing 700,000. He transferred that money to UBA. Then he transferred that money to UBA. We need the money.
But they don't just take the money. They have processes like that, and there are rules.
You have signed the agreement that's why when you are taking loan, all this online loan that you take, one class, all this online loan that you take. Have you not seen that they say give us access to your phone?
Yes.
Your contacts,
Yes.
and everything. They'll give them license now. And you click.
Which means it's easier to recover money from online loan, like what we do get.
Yeah, they can recover.
More than what we
pass
do.
your money elsewhere.
Except
Go for GSI.
Except it's no money.
No go standing instruction. You go anywhere, you have money to BBN and NIN, you will get it.
That means they
Where they recover, but we recover with VA.
It's just it's a thief app.
It's not a cheap app. You recover what you don't do. You recover at the problem, which I don't know how to how to narrate the problem, how to spread the problem. So when you are fully paid, it's okay. So people that they don't want to pay, even some of our staff, some of you, yes, I took staff load, and you took the money, you carry a book from another bank. You don't want to pay that staff load. You want the next load to necessarily to come and take care of it. If you took it, you go and put the Polaris, you go and put the Denny back. You go and put the talent.
That's where stealing comes in.
I'm stealing.
Stealing by style.
No, that's stealing. It's simply taking what you refuse to pay.
No, sir.
That is problem.
So you see where the problem is. Immediately you recognize that. If tomorrow you will keep your money. You are paying, but you're supposed to pay today, but tomorrow you pay to. And you see it down.
You pay twice. Yes, you will pay twice.
See, you're supposed to pay today now.
Yes.
You didn't pay.
Yeah,
You paid before the time. You pay the following day and pay. He will still pick your money. Come.
Now that way you go that way. When you get
You understand?
don't go to work.
No. It has
But that is wrong.
it has a sugar, it has a sugar time command here. That's the right word. I think sugar command. You say go 60. Go 60. So yeah. If you say go 3 times, 6, 12, and 6. And if it goes and it's more than that, the command is that you put in this, go again. If the money is not there, you see the money and pay. If you are paid by cash and it takes the bank will be coming back.
No, the problem is that the money will be there.
But they should build it in the way that it should recognize when the account is funded.
So let's say if you only check what account is funded. So that when it's going to pay people 100,000 and you go to your account 1,000, you pay that 1,000.
Now what I mean is that
Now it's going back again, you check. Like that, you have 1 million, 99,000. You come and
Now that's evil spirit too.
what I mean is that
it's only spirit.
You go pick until you
No, there was a problem with spirit. I don't know. I can't never problem now.
That is the easiest way of
I know some of you. One of you. Some of you.
That was sweet too.
It's sweet.
No, you can do that. You put the million loan, you go sit down to it. But you don't stop.
So there must be problem. So just comparison of the and then the brass spread here. Next slide. Strategic marketing and planning. This is the process of creating a long-term roadmap by aligning marketing strategies or objectives to our business goals to achieve sustainable growth and competitive advantage. So it involves in-depth market and audience analysis. We must the market is very important. Those who do market are and they are also becoming market on there. Who and get that monitor. Go out. On your own, don't think about don't go out. Look at the area address before you decide to go meet. But on the platform, right of that area or marketing anyways. Check it very well. Study, then you can carry your TV. But you can stop. And then you might follow up. It will be so surprising to you instead of being solved. So you all sit down there and say, no, sir, go out today. Where are they going to? They go out a bit less and come back to any please let us make sure. Are you writing anything down? You go to next slide. You just like to show them. Talk about marketing needs. I got it to know. Marketing needs. Have you seen it before? Have you seen that? Mix of the price, place, very good. To then next slide. Please support.
Price, place, and promotion.
So key aspect of the market, alignment and business goals. What is the business goals? You didn't do a business plan. And you must carry out this business at the profit, not at the loss. What the cost of getting back. So if you're not sustainable, it means you're not covering your costs. If you have to cry your cost and you break it and you have something in the top, it's a great point. Long term report, what is it about? What is your trade market? So in this back, we have 5 years business plan. What's the number of the next slide? In fact, it is part of the corporate government. Do your market value because we will be what I did before marketing needs, got price place and conclusion. This place is all what the category for. So it's not allocation. How do you allocate because you have millions and things? If you have 100 million, if you give 100 million to one person, or you want to share it to MSMEs, more and get. For my view, that the goal of microfinancing is what? And is scope. That is how you are able to the depth of coverage. To the scope. How many people are able to affect? So if you just carry 100 million and to affect it, you get money for your affected lives. But microfinancing generally is more money. Big number of clients. And when you look at the demography, women tend to pay low.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yes, sir.
You have a totally.
Women these days now smoke and drink. So they don't pay loan.
They don't pay loan.
Your customer statement.
How well
It takes to the scale of 1 to 10. Men and women who pay low.
men now, sir, men.
That's how men down who pay low pass.
Men. Or women. Women.
No, it's a studio.
Women. No, now. Women. No, now.
We are afraid. So the something is that we have
Okay, something is what?
Don't distract you.
no sentiment. Wow, women are getting no sentiment. So the women I have, they are living there.
No, don't distract.
You
You have
Your
to women
customers.
for your
scale of
customer
1
base.
to 10.
For your second profile, I'm people that you. I think what I'm doing. Yes, when you look at their facility of area, if there is still one, you may have done it. I mean, moving on.
They are branches. It's men that play.
How many people you have?
Most women pay on time.
See, yes, you tell
Depends
you.
on the character.
Even if you do that,
Other women, those ones are
when you lose, the factor of modern day microfinance, even in India, even in Pakistan, in rural area, where even in the US, where things are obligated for women, is there. He said, even World Bank now, he said, you not put up for women. Not the data by us. Because they let the thing go. And then they say, they don't want to punish my uniform and no say. That's like Yes, like so part of the government is I'm told that the fear you have about carry us for the next 15 minutes. So I'll just rush it so that I'll tell this life for you. You set the trajectory. So follow the semantic plan. That's life. How many? What number are we get? I'll see how about 14 months now.
it was true.
Next slide. APs of marketing is very important. APs of marketing. Product, price, process, promotion, position, place, physical evidence, people.
Next slide. I'll send you this slide.
Wait now.
We have so many, I would say.
And we have a slide of this system.
That's
All you said,
It will not say, sir. It will not say. It will forget.
You have not paid your
We have so many, I would say.
Okay.
No, I'll listen to all. Even though I'm not here, we'll get it, but I have your name.
No wonder.
It's wonderful.
Next slide.
Clap hands for Jesus.
Each dimension of customer service. Like I said, there's no need to go to market a product. And the customer comes, and we don't have two people to serve them. People that will change the way. Then have a marketing effort to reach them. That's why it must have good. So to have 8 P's. We also have 8 P's of customers. 8 P's of marketing. 8 C. Customer solutions, cost, so that we need cost effective for them. So government area of commitment and consistency. Are you committed? Are you consistent? Communication. How do you communicate with the customer? The convenience and comfort. If they come, if your banking hall convenience, they have comfort, they is hot, they have seat to seat. If they want to ease themselves, the place oozing, it's smelling.
They block the toilet. They block it to keep.
Consists of action, competence, and what? Consciousness. Yeah. Next slide.
Sir, let's get this.
Okay, hold on. Let them right.
Go back.
Next slide. Business marketing. Marketing is about knowing your client, or competition, and your business environment. So you must monitor your client streets very well. And your market will become attuned. You supply your product. Your needs of the client, they are changing, but don't you know? And you are seeing a model one product that you want to use to sell. And then you'll simply work one after the other. One after the other. What is happening? The banking also become empty. By that time, you are going out of it. So you must know what the customers need. Try and put it somewhere. Next slide. I will see market analytics is most important in a completely new market. Looking to the market, so if you are company separation, that is not something I can do there. But you'll be surprised if you go to the effective market analysis. You will see how you can penetrate the product you will sell there, and then you will pay. Very important. Marketers are here to flex. Next slide. Competition market for them stops for this thing go and go again. Next slide. Because when you don't know the market analysis very well, don't look at your competition and then just go there and give you anyhow. That's why you see you don't have default rates. Default rates. Some of when you are coming there, and I just laugh at that. Someone that wouldn't come before. And took loans and defaulted. Maybe we went to do report activities, and then by the time the contract finally pays, he or she goes. New people are in that space now. You don't go to look at the history. You go and beg customers to come and take loans, and customer comes. So that when you bring the paper, you are even to give you the document with the account. You don't pay God. Some of you want to write waivers for everything. Are you giving out the this? Not for video.
You want to collect what you pay.
He came in this guy's straight, right?
She gave it to right now.
Yes.
And she was calling me from there.
You want to collect what you pay.
Don't give her that money.
He brought another person to say they sold the company to the person. Somebody that says going to come us for recovery.
And then you have forgotten. I will discuss. I will remind you of that was the one that had a school. You have at elementary. They said when you were in Lapo, somebody told you that you want to recover. You never came as a lawyer. I didn't know that.